last year. The three things that impacted me the most would have to be just the sheer volume of how many people were at the gathering and how many youth wanted to go, and I think that really helped me realize how important and how big the Lutheran religion is, and how many people support it. And another thing that really impacted me on the trip in Texas was the speakers and how amazing and powerful they were. One of my favorite speakers was a lawyer who talked about how he cared for kids that had unfair punishments. He mentioned working with this one kid. I think he was around 14, 15 years old, and he was still classified as a minor, but he killed his father because his father was very abusive. He beat his mother and him himself, and he was holding a gun and it went off, and he didn't realize that it gone off, and so he ended up killing his father. And since it was such a big crime, he was treated as an adult and was sentenced to an adult prison. And so he just pretty much talked about what this little kid had to go through, how traumatized he was. And so, yeah.
I'd probably say the diversity of everyone that was at gathering. I saw a lot of diversity, and it was great. And it was cool to see all different types of people gathered as one that believe in the same things. I found that really cool. Plus, all of the speakers moved me a lot because they were all talking about different topics that are difficult to talk about for most people. I had a lot of fun with getting to know our youth as a church and other people in our synod, because I don't really talk to a lot of other people. So it's cool to get to know other people in our synod and other churches, plus get to know our church better.
One of my favorite parts of the gathering was the speakers every night in mass gathering. Every night they focused on how God's grace, hope, and love changes everything. One of them that really stood out to me was Stephen Bowman. And he was a parish in New York during the 9/11 attacks, and he was at ground zero. And it was really cool to hear him say that even though everything he went through at ground zero, he was still willing to accept everybody. Another thing that stood out to me was Interactive Living Day at the Energy Center. It was really cool because they had just a bunch of stuff we could go learn about Lutheran world ministries and the Walk for Water and stuff like that. But one of my favorite things was a Star Wars thing where you would fill stuff out based off of your traits, and it would help tell you what God has called you to do based on how you answer the questions. And it also gave you a Star Wars character that looks like you resemble. So I thought that was really cool.
Jessica Marks and one night we were able to be part of the mass gathering by being part of the mass cast, and we were able to be on the floor, and we were part of the dance that they would do for one of the songs, and it was interesting and amazing to be part of something like that, for everyone to watch you and just know that you are part of something that everyone is there for. Walking into the Energy Stadium for the first time, it was breathtaking to see so many people there for the same reason that you are. And the speakers talked about relevant topics, and because of that, it was easy to follow along to them.
I like how one of the nights the vocalists cut their instruments off and all of us were singing together and waving our flashlights on the phone. And then I also enjoyed one of the speakers. She was blind and could play the piano. Her name was Jenny Owens. And she told her story about how, like, even though she was blind, she was still capable of doing things that she loved to do, and how, like, grace showed through that, and, like, how grace was forgiveness, and, like, all these different things. I also enjoyed the last day of the communion, how all of us got up and ate together and worshiped together. That was very impactful. So.
So the thing that was most impactful for me was one of the speakers, and she had an autoimmune disease. She was wanting to go to Africa on a mission trip, but her father said that she shouldn't because he was worried about her getting something, or like something bad happening to her. And he asked her, are you ready to die for this? And what she did was she thought about it, and she slept on it, and she came back the next morning and she said, no Dad, I'm not ready to die for this, but I'm ready to live for this. And that really stuck with me. Just that line really has stuck with me because it means so much. So yeah. And then another thing that I thought was really interesting was when up on the projector one night it said, like, if you are loved by God, raise up your flashlight. And then the whole crowd in the arena, all of the flashlights were on it, and it was like as bright as day. So that was really, really cool. So yeah.